Good morning and welcome to the Harvard House Money Morsel. Good morning, I'm Michael Porter and welcome to the Harvard House Money Morsel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This morning I'm sitting with Jana, Jana, our retail expert. Morning Jana, how are you?
Good, thanks, and you, Michael?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Jana, we all know that the consumer's been under pressure and it's tough out there. Have you gleaned anything from recent management interactions that sort of shed a little bit of light on this theme?
Yes, we had a webinar last week with Retailability CEO, Norman Dresselman, and his company houses Edgar's, the new refurbished Edgar's, and he says consumers are still under pressure and they are planning their purchases a bit better and looking for lower prices. So companies like Shein and Timo are very attractive because their pricing points are so low.
Yeah, so maybe you brought up Shein and Temu. So these are big Chinese brands. I'm sure you would have seen them on your Facebook feed or your whatever feed because they just seem to be everywhere you look. You get an advert for Temu. Where have these guys come from, and tell us a little bit more about them, Jana?
So Shein stands for Shein, started in 2008 in China and has just skyrocketed the last couple of years. I mean, in 2022, their market value was about $100 billion. They're a little bit lower now in 2023 at $65 billion when they valued the company for initial public offering. So they've got this fast disposable fashion that they've got, much like Mr. Price in 2002, but just on steroids. So they use a lot of influencers to help with the marketing on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. So their market is the younger generation, and so also the mothers enjoy shopping there because the prices are so low. They're willing to wait for that order to come through. So Shein works a lot like Amazon. They've got about 6,000 factories that's housed under their Shein brand, and then they export worldwide. So you wait a couple of weeks and you pay an import price. Timo, exactly the same. They started in South Africa at the beginning of this year and have just absolutely smashed the market. They've got about 30 million downloads on the App Store and the Play Store, making them the biggest download app in the world at the moment. So also, much like Shein, you get it on your feed, and you realize these products there that you never knew existed, but suddenly I need it now. So it's definitely big players in the market, and our retailers are a bit concerned about it, but they do feel that the bricks and mortar concept is still strong and gives them an advantage. So Associate British Foods, they've got a segment called Primark, much like our Mr. Price, but in the UK, and they've got Click and Collect, and they said this initiative is really doing very well, very profitable because they don't have to pay for delivery costs, and they find that the consumer there's a greater attachment to that basket. So there are still concepts that our retailers will have that Shein and Timo won't have.
Yeah, but it's just amazing how popular they've become, and I suppose in a constrained environment where every rand counts and everybody's looking for a good deal, the price points do look attractive. So they've kind of hit the market at a good time. Yes. From people are looking for bargains, and so they're finding them there.
Yes.
Yeah. And then last week, I'm sure that most people will know that last week we had another entrant into the online world in SA. Who was that?
Amazon is here on South African shores. Daily Maverick had a journalist that tested it on the day, and he was very happy with the service. He did the same day delivery, and I think that's more just for the big cities for now. And you pay a premium for that. But he was very happy with the service. So I think Take a Lot it's got competition now, and most consumers will be happy about that.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. I mean, you know, people that have covered Amazon for quite a long time will know that they have a Prime service where you actually pay a monthly subscription to Amazon, and there you get free delivery and you know, expedited delivery and things like that. And I noticed that Takealot launched their Takealot subscription service on Tuesday when Amazon launched. You know, so it just shows what competition does and keeping everybody a little bit on their toes. So unfortunately, it's more pressure, and it's more pressure for the likes of Massmart, which is not listed anymore, which is owned by Walmart, and some of our other retailers. But ultimately, yeah, if it keeps everybody on their toes and ultimately delivers a more competitive retail sector, then I suppose it's good. But it's not to say that it's always easy for everybody in between. Competition always ruffles a few feathers.
That's true.
Yeah, so let's just hope that we get some interest rate cuts, some petrol price cuts, and that there's a little bit more money to go and spend at all these retailers. So with that, we will see you next week. Have a super week.